This is Laura from Lowe's Yoga. This is going to be an anytime 20-minute yoga boost. So let's start right away in a seated position. Set your shoulders back and on your spine. Begin to tone the lower abdomen, the center abdomen, and expand and lift your sternum. Let's take 3 full inhales and exhales. Not taking for granted any precious moment that we have together. And then go ahead with the next inhalation. Really work on lengthening the spine. Feel as if each vertebrae is separating. And then exhale, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Really gentle turn here. All twists help to neutralize the physical body and the emotional body. So can you feel a neutralizing already at the very beginning of class? Good. At the next inhalation, come through center. Take an inhale to realign the spine and the head. And then left hand over to the right knee, right hand behind your hip. Try not to slump low here. It's a really easy pattern. Very quickly able to attune and adjust it. Good. Immediately come from to the center out of a twist and into tabletop. I like to use a little padding under my knee. If you don't have a little pad for your knees, go ahead and put a towel underneath your knees. Get your knees hip distance apart. I'm going to leave my toes tucked in today. Get your hips lined over your knees. Get your hands and shoulders in alignment. Press down through the hands. And let's inhale to lift up the chin, to send the sternum forward, to lift up the tailbone. And then exhale, we're going to bring the chin into the chest, round through the back, and pull the tailbone in. Inhale, lift the chin, sternum, tailbone. Exhale, and round. We're going to do 3 of cat-cow here. Make sure to keep your arms straight, but not locked through the elbows. We want muscular feelings through the body. Good. Neutralize your tabletop. And let's immediately lift up into your first downward dog. So press the hips up. Keep the knees slightly bent, then release your head. From here, let's go ahead and bend the left knee deeply. Lower the right heel down. And then maybe even pivot the hips over to the right a little bit to stretch through the side body a little bit more. Lower the left heel, bend the right knee. Don't lock the elbows. And then pivot the hips over to the left a little bit. Stretch here through the right side body. Coming back through center. Lift your gaze up in between your hands. Pull your navel in. And then go ahead and step forward right in between those hands. Fold and exhale completely. Knee soft. Inhale here, press down through the floor to straighten your spine up. I'm going to stay my fingertips here on the floor. And then exhale, refold down to feel a release through the spine and probably a nice stretch through the back of the legs. Good. From here, we're going to bend the right knee. Good. And we're going to bring the left hand to the hip. Place the right hand in between your toes, ahead of your feet. Align the right shoulder over the right wrist. Lift the left shoulder over the right shoulder the best that you can. And if you still feel okay, lift the left arm to the sky. Let's take 3 breaths here. Squeezing the shoulders gently towards one another. The gaze can be down to stay soft in the neck and to help to stay balanced. Or the gaze can go across or up at the left thumb. Good. Release the hand. Again, inhale to lift the chin, the sternum, the tailbone. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need to. And patiently just allow the neck to relax and fold down. Good, we're going to bend through the left knee. Bring the left hand ahead of the toes. Bring the right hand to the hip. We're going to turn now over towards the right, towards the straight leg. Try not to collapse your hips to one side or the other. Good. Stacking left shoulder over the left wrist, right shoulder over the left. If you're okay here and comfortable, your core is strong, lift the right arm up. Again, picking any of those 3 options with your gaze. 3 breaths here, in and out through the nose. Good. On the next exhale, release the hand all the way down. A nice gentle forward fold again. Even out the weight on your feet. Press down through the feet. Pull in the core. Inhale, stand all the way up. My head got chopped off. I'm gonna back up a little bit and find yourself in mountain pose. Find yourself in mountain pose with the palm forward. Pointed forward to feel how that helps to get the shoulders onto the spine. To already wake up the muscles in the back. 2 more breaths. Even out the weight on the feet. Notice if you're dumping into your heels, your back will come up. And bring it slightly forward to feel yourself in a nice, strong, balanced line. Take 1 more inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale, dive right back down to the floor. We're gonna step it back with the left leg. Lower slowly the left knee down to the floor. From here, bring your hands onto your hips. Core is strong, and keep yourself kind of hovered over that right leg. Press down into that right leg, squeeze the left glute. Activate the muscles in the posterior of the body. On your next inhale, straighten out the spine and keep the hips nice and low. From here, make sure the right knee is directly over the right heel. Tone up the abdomen. Get the tailbone pointed directly down. Good. Bring the hands again beside your hips, palms pointed forward, to again feel the upper back in activation. Take 1 more inhale. Good. And then exhale, plant the hands down. And step the left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Switch sides. Gently step the right leg back. Lower the right knee to the ground. Get your left foot, left knee in alignment. Squeeze the right glute. Stay kind of in this forward fold position. Make sure your back is straight and bring your hands to your hips to help the spine to strengthen at the lower back and lift the torso up over these low hips. Good. From here, make sure that the foot is pushing down on the left foot. The right knee is plugging down into the ground and maybe a little forward so you feel a little activation in the legs. And then once you feel balanced here, the core is toned. Release the arms down by the side with the palms pointed forward. Activate the upper back. Inhale. Nose. Exhale. 1 more. Good. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, right foot all the way forward to meet the left. Allow the head to bow over the left. Inhale in the spine. Switch sides again. This time the left leg goes back, but the right leg doesn't lower down. Again, find that strong setting in the knee. Right foot over right, under right knee. Left knee slightly bent to activate the muscles. And then lengthen the spine forward. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift the belly button off of the leg if it was there resting. Activate the spine. Lengthen the head. Press back through the left heel. With the hands on the hips, make sure that the thumbs that are touching your glutes here are firm, right? That the glutes are firm. Make sure by feeling that it's not so jello-y. Then press down through the right foot, erect the body, torso upward. And then once again, bring the palms to point down. Palms point back, fingertips point down, and then press back this time. Press back, continue to press back. Activate the upper back muscles. Feel your body becoming even stronger, your presence even stronger. Good. And I want you to sweep the hands all the way up and over your head. Palms just point forward for this one. And then exhale, open the arms all the way wide like a T and reach them in opposite directions. Stay strong and rooted through your legs. Don't dump into your bones. I want you to push the floor away. Then a really nice gentle rotation to the right. If you see the knee moving, the right knee, you're twisting too far. Stay here and just allow this body to open up, to lengthen. Again, neutralizing the emotion, harnessing strength, neutralizing posture. Good, come back to center. Hands over your head, palms point forward. Good, keep those back muscles activated, and then hands point down to the floor. Giant step forward with the left foot. Good, you're in a fold here, let the head relax. Maybe now your legs are warmed up to where they can go a little straighter by lifting the tailbone up, plugging the chin into the chest a little bit more, allowing the crown of the head to get closer to the ground here. Inhale, chin hard up, giant step back with the right leg. Build your structure here, your organization. My fingertips are on the ground. If your fingertips don't touch, grab the hooks or block here, right? Left knee over the left heel. Left knee pointed forward and actually almost in alignment with the left pinky, right? You want to keep these glutes activated. Okay. Pull the belly button off of the leg. Bend the right knee a little bit so that you don't lose your muscle contraction and dump it to the bones. Lift the hands to the hips once you feel balanced. Activate your back muscles. And one more inhale and exhale. And then the next inhale, you're gonna lift the torso all the way up. Reorganize, make the hips in as much of alignment as you can to the front of your mat. Hands release down by the hips, palms point forward. Roll the shoulders onto your spine. Zip up the lower belly muscles. Good, and then here we go, back. So the hands don't rotate at all. You're just squeezing the shoulders together and then releasing. Together and then releasing. Good, keep the palms pointed forward. Lift them up like a T. Lift them up and over your head to face forward. Squeeze the shoulders onto your spine again. Lift your crown of your head up. And then once again, release the arms open. And then gentle turn over to the left. Keep the hips centered. Keep the left knee directly over the ankle. Can you lengthen the spine here? Good. And you turn your gaze to the left and soft. If you find yourself sinking forward, push down to the left, but a little bit more. Activate the right heel more. Pull in the core. Good. Come back to center, palms point forward, face shines forward. Inhale, the arms go up, palms point forward. Exhale, hands to the floor. This time I'd like you to bring the right knee to the floor. And the left back to meet the right knee. Then maybe make the knees go back a couple of inches. You're gonna get your shoulders right over your wrists. Spread the fingertips out. Activate your core, shoulders onto your spine. Take a deep inhale. Keep your elbows over your wrists and lower flat onto the floor. From here, I'd like you to bring your hands behind you, palms pointed up. The legs together for just a gentle squeeze. Good. Press the tailbone in towards the body. Inhale, lift up the head. Look slightly forward, lift up the chest. If you're still okay here, lift up the hands. Pump the hands up and down for a few here. Palms are pointed to the sky. Keep the shoulders active. Good. Stay up now. Good. Maybe if you're still okay, lift up the legs. 3 more, inhale and exhale through the nose. Keep the belly active. Squeeze the shoulders onto the spine. Good. Bring the legs down. Bring the hands down. Bring the forehead down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Press all the way back up to a tabletop. Stay here, or lift up your knees and find yourself in a plank pose. Spread the hands out. Push the floor away, round through the spine. Press the heels back to activate the legs and the core even more. From here, bend through the knees. Lift the hips nice and high into the sky. Send the chest towards the legs. Press into the floor. Then from here, option to straighten the legs out a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Shy breath, constriction in the throat. Check in with yourself now. This any time of day. Mental check. Invigorating, energy moving flow. Inhale, and then step the right foot outside the right hand. The right toe is pointed out to the side slightly, and then gently lower the left knee down. In your spine. Press into the mat, and then pull the mat towards you, towards the torso. Activate your core. You can just stay here, or I'd like you to reach the right hand forward for length. Circle the right arm all the way up. Turn your chest up towards the right palm. Then the right palm points to the back of you. Maybe the left knee lifts up. Maybe you grab the pinky side of the right foot and coming into a gentle twist here. Make sure that the right knee is in the same alignment of the toes of the right foot. Don't drop your weight here. You want to slightly push the floor away as you come through this turn. And feel a really nice release through the left leg, the front of the left hip flexor. Good. Release the left foot down. Circle that right arm forward just like you did to get into this posture. Organize your shoulders back to support the weight of your body. Pull in the core. Lift the left knee up. Downward dog or plank, you can pick. If you've chosen option 2, plank, Set up your hands under your shoulders. Tone the belly, heels back. Elbows right over wrists, lower to the floor. Inhale for just a small cobra here. Shoulders back, press into the floor. Pull the floor towards you. And then roll over the toes into downward dog. One breath here in downward dog. For those of you who have opted to just go straight to downward dog. Good. Find your next inhalation. For the exhale, to bring the left foot in between your hands. Left foot outside of your left hand, right knee to the floor. Your left foot is opened up into a baby lizard here. Shoulders go back. Press down into the floor and then pull the floor towards you, right? To feel that strength in the back muscles. Left arm swings forward. Left arm circles up to the sky. Your eyes follow the thumb. Right knee possibly bends. Keep pressing into the right hand to keep the right arm straight. Elbow doesn't turn and dance all over the place. The right foot lifts the side of the right foot. Navel is strong here. So you can twist and look before or behind you, or you can even do it like in a cobra. Pull the chest forward and up. Pull the navel in. Keep the left knee in alignment with the left toes. Let's take 2 more in and exhale. And the next exhale, the right foot releases, the left hand circles forward. Everybody, hands under your shoulders, spread the fingers out, lift the right knee up, lift the hips up, left leg back, downward dog. And then bring the knees down to the floor. Walk your hands back under the shoulders. Come to seated on the heels. If that's too much for you, just come to stand on the knees. Good. From seated on the heels or stand, just take 3 breaths. And then go ahead and bring the hands back down to the floor. Cross the ankles and come to seated right at the back of your mat. Take another 3 breaths. Let's begin to wind things down. So you can take this last minute here, just in seated. You just feel the nervous system slowing down, the heart rate slowing down. The body may be drying off if you've got a little droplets going on. Or you can take the next 30 seconds to extend the legs forward. Ease your hips forward towards your heels and slowly lower to your elbows to lower down to your back. You can keep these bent if that feels better for you in your back. You can extend the legs forward to the opposite corner of your mat. At this point in the practice, I'm going to take Shavasana and I'm going to keep the palms pointed down. Feel the underneath part of your feet. The sensation, coolness or heat, stickiness or dry. Feel the sensations underneath your knees. A stretching or pulling or coolness or dry. The sensations at the back of your hips. As you go higher and higher in the back of the body, finally until you reach behind the shoulders and the head. Feeling a nice close contact with the ground, a very calming effect on the body. Anytime that the body is very close to the ground, we automatically feel safer, calm.